Welcome to Ecom Cowboy. This is D2C's daily show where we believe advertising is awesome, ignorance is expensive, and the American dream is alive and well on the wild web today. We're running this back. We already tried to launch this thing and we had a few technical difficulties, but the good news is it is Friday, July 17th, and we are going to have an awesome show. We're presented to you by Slash, brought to you by Rocked After Sales, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tie, Trend Track, Rich Panel Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, and more. And we got a great show coming up for you. Kimi K3 has launched. It is perhaps cheaper and better than all of the other Frontier models, and maybe it's making video editors obsolete. It actually created its own launch video. TikTok Shop banning AI voices, the live stream, live selling 24/7, always on things that we love to see and talk about on the show. It is going the way of the dinosaur. Not going to allow that anymore. You need an actual human to do it. Consumer trends. $10 billion spent at the box office this summer. Does that mean there's more money to go around for all of us in the consumer business? I hope so. Huge Beehive update. And Kai Sanat did an interesting thing with Shopify and sold out in 5 minutes. We're going to be joined by Brandon Harrar, founder and creative director at Harvest, AJ Anderson, founder at Fast Pickle. And as always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Colin Dougherty. Get inside of this show, Colin!
Ask me how I feel.
You feel like that. I think that's how you feel.
I feel terrible right now.
No, you don't. You don't feel terrible.
Two reasons, dude.
Why do you feel terrible?
2 reasons. I had some lettuce from Taco Bell.
No, you didn't. You stopped eating vegetables a long time ago.
Dude, I had so much
vegetables.
I literally had a full lettuce meal from Taco Bell 2 days ago, so I'm going to regret that. And then Aaron Donald is signing back with the LA Rams for a year. And I'm absolutely
wow.
I'm furious, dude.
That is big news, and I think we need to get the one and only Rabah Rahil, CMO of Tie. We need to get his view on this. Get inside of this show, Rabah. Welcome to the show.
Let's go, boys.
Furious.
Let's go. First off, how do I get the vests? What are those?
Yeah,
are those custom, or is that like a homie, or what is that? Those look great.
Custom Seguno vests, brother.
Marine layer.
This is marine layer. All the way from SF.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm always like, just kind of like feeling like these little mini textures. Like, what is this? I don't know.
They look great.
And I got to remember.
Are you guys in the same location now, or did you just do same background?
Same location.
It's hard to know. Are we in the same location? It's hard to say, Rob.
I love this.
Chris, get out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it, you. Stop it, you over there.
Good. This is getting good.
Tricky,
this is getting good.
Now, Rabah, do you follow the NFL at all? NFL guy?
Well, I did for a little bit. So when I moved to Austin, I tried to bandwagon the Cowboys.
With me,
and that was brutal. When I lived in Indianapolis, I got to live through the Peyton era. So I was actually a big football guy back in the Colts days. But yeah, the Donald, they just grabbed somebody else, right? The Rams, or there was this somebody, they're trying to entice somebody, but
they called me. They called me.
They called Chris.
I told him, hey guys, my playing days are over.
I will say some of because all the World Cup stuff, everybody's jaw drops when they go to that SoFi Stadium. It's
beauty.
It's supposed to be like world tier. It's supposed to be really nice.
My jaw drops that they built it in Inglewood. That was like that was like what every like 90s rap song from the West Coast was about. Growing up. And now
times are changing.
Times they are changing, man. It's like, where do you want to live? You want to live in Inglewood next to the SoFi Stadium. Today, it is Friday, gentlemen. And Rabah, we have an esteemed role for you beginning out here.
Wow. So I don't get a vest, but I get a role. Okay.
You don't get a vest. No vest yet, but you do get a role. Producer Jack, I'm going to play the sound effect. It is time for the one and only Hot Jobs.
I love these.
Caliente.
You're in it.
Rabah, you are going to be our esteemed judge today.
Okay.
I have 2 jobs. Colin has 2 jobs, and we will argue and debate and put forth why our picks are the best. You will be the decision maker, the judge esteemed today, and let us know who is champion. What is the hottest job in consumer this week? Colin Dougherty, we start with you here. Graphic designer from Obvi. This was, I would love you to discuss here first. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Graphic designer from Obvi. You're turning your briefs from my creative strategist into ready run ads. You get to actually do a ton of ad creative for Obvi. Obvi's been around for forever. They're down to test a ton of like fun ad creatives, do a ton of different angles, not for beginners. So you're really hitting this hard. You need to be pretty goated, and you also need to have your portfolio of ads that you've already built. I'm a big fan of this. I like Ash. I'm personally, I love Ash. And I think that you can scale this and be a part of a pretty awesome team as this thing keeps going up and to the right.
Very innovative. They're always at the forefront of everything, selling supplements to, largely like 40 plus women, want to look good, feel good, all of the things. I will just say, Colin, something that may hurt you here. There's no money sign. There's no money sign. I'm just saying that. It doesn't exist. I'm putting that forth for our illustrious judge here. No money sign, but we're working with Ash, big op, and being dialed in on the creatives, ready to run ads. Methinks it's a great role for the right person. Anything else you would add, or can I show you my winning pick here?
I feel good about mine. Yeah, let me see yours.
Okay, let's see mine. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the opportunity at Heart and Soil, Director of Growth Marketing. Okay, this is on site. This is on site. And I mentioned that at the front because this thing has teeth. Okay, you don't get this job like they allow you to have this job. And you need to be in there with the team on site, making it happen every single day in Dripping Springs. You're going to be managing, allocating about 20 mil in spend, okay? More than that. So you need to be a dog. You need to have the notches on your belt. And this is a get in the weeds type thing, okay? This is not like, oh, I manage my team and I sit back and I drink coffee and then, I go to the conference. No, you need to be in the weeds, making this thing happen with your team, leading team. I will say you're going to be reporting to VP of Marketing. I believe this is Tim, who used to be at Huckberry, is now VP of Marketing over at Heart and Soil. This team is dialed, incredibly niche. They continue to grow. Last number I heard, they were 75 million plus per year. Incredible product, more to come. I think, needless to say,
salary.
You get this one on your resume, you can set your salary for the next one if you do.
Oh no! What's the number for this one?
Is smooth.
Thank you. Colin, your rebuttal here, sir.
Did you give me a number?
If you get this job, you can set your number for the next one. That's my point.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. This is a good role.
Okay. All right. Next, producer Jack, your role here, Colin Dougherty.
Let's go. Okay, so this is head of email and SMS marketing at Fountain TRT. It's 170 bands. It's remote and US, fast growing telehealth company. You're owning all of that lifecycle marketing, and everybody that we've had on the show from telehealth is one of the hottest kind of, I would say, niches within our industry right now. The LTV of TRT is banana sandwich, basically because you have to continue to stay on it. This is a crazy huge role, starting at 170 a year. You're fully remote, and then I think you can keep going up from there. This is awesome.
I totally agree. It's a great opportunity. 170, fast growing. You want to get in on telehealth, put a notch on your belt, pave your path. I think telehealth is only going up and to the right forever hereafter. The main question is it better than some of these others? Great one though. I do think this is an excellent opportunity.
I will say too, this is less work than your last one, because your last one, you're owning the entire director of growth marketing. Mine is just email and SMS. You're getting 170 tickets just for email and SMS.
Here's one thing Here's one thing I'll ask. I don't know that Rabah's that excited about this one. I'm reading his facial expressions here.
I think he is.
I don't think he's that excited about it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I gotta keep it close to the chest.
Whatever. Last one.
Okay, last one. Admixed. Okay, Admixed recently bought by the Interlux Group. I believe. Yeah, they were recently acquired by the Interlux Group, which like they work with all of the Ferraris and the Porsches and the all of these kind of people. Okay, Admixed CEO Kevin Simonson. Truly, they have sauce behind their numbers, their measuring. Yeah. They have ad tech going on behind their product that delivers incredible results for their partners. What do I have here is their graphic. Just some of the dogs that they are working with. Okay. Prize Picks, Glossier. Okay. Figs, Omaha Steaks. Okay. Just a few like top tier names here. I say this because where do you work? I don't have the deets here. Where? I don't care. How much am I going to make? Not important. Why? Because I'm going to get in this seat. Okay. I'm going to be working with the biggest people on the internet, in consumer, etc. I'm going to be managing that daily relationship, working with that tech nobody else has. And you're going to get to lead and mentor and develop talent underneath you. While who knows what's going to happen with Kevin Simonson? I mean, he's already sold his own agency, came here with Admix, CEO. This one got bought. I mean, this is a great guy that you want to be involved with and associated with. Great brands. I think it's a great opportunity. Colin?
How much? How much is the salary?
I don't care.
Not important, actually.
Okay.
Not important. And I think that's what the official readout here says. Not important.
Okay.
Where
paid media manager, a little bit of a kind of a lower role compared to the other ones that I presented, but whatever you want to do. Whatever you're feeling today.
Wow.
Whatever you want to throw out on a Friday, dude. Whatever.
The lettuce changed the man.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I think producer Jack, why don't you bring us back here? Bring us back all together, and then we'll let Rabah, our illustrious judge, Rabah, do his thing and make his pick for hottest job of the week.
I got to tell you guys threw some challenges at me because these are all sensational picks. Love Ash. Ash is one of the OGs. Speaking of OGs, can we talk about the new timeline? Let's go. Yes. I think Avi, strong pick. I think I'm going to rank them. I think the TRT stuff is cool. I think the TRT actually might have the telehealth might have the highest ceiling, but it's the least interesting to me. So that's going to be 4.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wow.
We probably need 5 next time because I'm giving it away going through this. The third one, I think it's awesome, great, but the top 2 for me are going to be Heart and Soil, and then working with Kevin. Kevin's a hitter, man. I got to meet him a few times back in the Geek Out era. He's a proper hitter. But honestly, man, I think depending on what you want, I think Kevin is going to have faster impact on your career. I think Heart and Soil is going to give you more of the team feeling. That HQ is fantastic. Yeah. Dean is one of the smartest humans I've ever met, and also a beautiful human. The product's amazing. I'm a subscriber. So and it's a little bad because it's a homer pick. Dripping Springs, a little bit outside of Austin. But I think if you care about working in person, working on a team, getting integrated into a brand that's just eating up the niche, I would go Heart and Soil. If you're on the up and coming, or if you're trying to really go and you're in your mentor era where that not important salary of like, hey, maybe I'm going to give up some lettuce to make some cheddar in the future. I think Kevin is one of the best mentors out there, and those logos are fantastic. And honestly, I'm a big proponent of agency before brand, because you can kind of be the drunk uncle and see all the stuff across a bunch of accounts, see what works. And then you can go get your bag running a brand account. So great picks. All of them were great picks, but I think that's how the two landed for me. I'm sorry, Colin. I will say your pitches were terrible. Your picks were better.
I've lost this like 3 weeks in a row now, and I'm furious.
Wow. The wins just keep stacking over here. They just keep
three
stacking
in a row.
I think I've won the past couple of ads versus ads as well.
That's not fair. My ads have been so much better than yours.
Hey, I don't know what to say other than you got to know your audience. And I don't know. I think Rabah, very smart man, and American Eagle for you to celebrate.
Write it down the middle.
Celebrate another win here for me. Hook 'em. I need like a Texas fight song.
Yeah.
Next time I win, I want to play the Texas fight song. It's really what I want to do.
You guys need like a visual scoreboard of like ding, 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 ding. Like how many for the
Jack,
weeks, and then you have like a quarterly win. Like you erase the wins after every quarter. So you go after a bucket, go after the ship.
We need this. Jack, please make a note of that. And hey, hottest jobs on the internet, despite what's happening in AI, people are still hiring humans. Go make a friend, find your way in, and get in on one of these opportunities.
Yeah, great opportunities, all of them though.
Moving forward, as we hit our stories of the day, let us talk about the one and only Proxima AI. Oh, Shaw. That was no. Oh, let's talk about the one and only Proxima AI. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands brief from instinct. What's the best performing ad? Change it a little bit, hand it off to the creative team. Problem's not effort. It's that you're not getting signal from your actual buyer. Proxima changes this. Okay, read your conversions across real shoppers, across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands. Shows you exactly who's buying what else they're responding to, and where your account has creative gaps. You connect your Meta, connect your Shopify. Proxima maps every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside their commerce graph. All of a sudden, you're not briefing from a blank page anymore. You get a feed of creative briefs to begin from. First 3 briefs free every single month. Go to Proxima.ai. Stop the slop. Get rolling with them today. Many thanks for Proxima being part of the show. Now, gentlemen, Kimi K3 is here. A lot of hubbub about this on the timeline. A lot of stats. I not very interested in the stats. I mean, they look great. They look confusing. A lot of spreadsheets. Makes my eyes hurt. All of those kind of things. What really stood out to me here was the video work that Kimi did. The video work that Kimi did for itself, even. That, I think, is the most relevant piece for me, at least inside of consumer and what we do in D2C every day. Next tweet, producer Jack. Kimi put this out. They've got a very impressive stat sheet that everyone should see. They are competing with Fable and chat and all of the things. But look at some of the side-by-sides here that Kimi produced. This is like a lander of sorts, right next to Fable and what it produced. And I would say that on many of these, I think that Kimi takes the cake. I mean, this looks impressive to me. Rabah Rahil, we'll start with you. Do you like this?
Yeah, I think it's impressive. I think I wouldn't read too much into the outputs because the outputs are usually going to be a function of the prompter, the tastemaker, etc. Not to say those outputs are impressive. What gets really interesting to me, Chamath, he had a really good analogy where he talks about how if you think of tokens like a barrel of oil, this barrel of oil is way cheaper than what OpenAI is offering, than what Anthropic's offering, than Google's actually even cheaper than Anthropic and OpenAI. So I think for me, from the economist, less of the marketing angle, more of the market angle, I think it's great. I think it's going to be, if all these benchmarks hold up in terms of coding, front-end design, et cetera, I think it's going to be really challenging, especially right on the cusp of IPO for Anthropic and for OpenAI to have this really cheap competitor. I think there's going to be some interesting second kind of third order effects in terms of policy, because this is a Chinese model and we were so ahead here in America. And I think AI is going to be kind of the internet race. And the reason we won the internet was because we were a lot more, I don't want to say laissez-faire, but we were laissez-faire. I mean, even the internet now isn't really regulated. And so I think that to me is more important than look at this lander is prettier than that lander. So the reason I'm bringing this up, not to say that this isn't super impressive, but it's great for us. I don't know if you guys are token maxing, but with mom and dad fighting, we just keep getting resets. Anthropic is resetting, and then ChatGPT is resetting. So capitalism is working. I think so. That's kind of, not to go down those pathways, but that's a bigger takeaway for me than look at it made a better landing page. It's a broader impact that, holy crap, this model, if these things are true, this model is the real deal. And it's 3, 4, 5, 10x cheaper than what Anthropic and OpenAI are charging. And that's great for us, consumers, marketers. Ultimately, like if I was giving people advice out there, just be platform agnostic, be output driven, impact driven, but model agnostic. I know you can be like, oh, there's so many models and stuff like that. So don't get lost in the sauce. But I think it's a great win. And I think that ultimately this is a good thing for the actual end user, bad thing for Anthropic, bad thing for OpenAI.
Colin, Dougherty, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think this is a great thing for the end user. You want to see this competition among the frontier models for that exact reason, for cost savings back to the consumer, back to the marketer, back to the end user. You don't want one frontier model running the whole gambit, because then they can basically build out a monopoly style pricing and make it very expensive for us to do our work. You want a lot of competition, a lot of people basically cutting each other with knives at the front of this thing to really push prices down. And as a result, the end consumer is actually going to have a better experience. And we're also competing on, them constantly innovating.
Exactly. Who does like it being significantly cheaper? I don't feel that. I guess I'm not token maxing as much as I should.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's like a couple $100, Codex, Claude, whatever. A couple $100 per month. Like, do I like hit my limit sometimes? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't do that much. Would I rather pay 20? Yeah. I mean, if I can get it for 20, but like, I wonder, like, who does this ultimately hit the hardest? Obviously, it's bad for OpenAI, bad for Claude. If the giant businesses that are out there that are spending exorbitant budgets on tokens every month, if they like, oh, there's a 10x cheaper, oh yeah, I'll use that one. Like that's bad for sure.
That's exactly right.
My question though is like, because it's coming from China, like, is there like some kind of like thing where eventually I can't use that because it's coming by way of Mr. Xi over there? Does that happen?
Doesn't matter, dude. TikTok's from China. Who cares?
Well, that's not true. That's
bread and circuses, baby.
Well,
we bought TikTok though. Somebody did.
Yeah. We'll buy this one too.
Well, there's some really nice cars coming out of China that they can't sell here in the States.
It's true.
And so I think the geopolitical stuff is above my pay grade, but I think there's definitely a there, especially because you're giving they say they're not training the models on your data and stuff like that, which might be true, might not be true, but they do have all of your transcripts and everything. So it's like, how comfortable do you feel? I mean, that was kind of a little bit of my hesitation with Manus, was that Manus was kind of a vector of the CCP. And I was like, ChatGPT, maybe it's just a fallacy in my head, but I'm just giving some really like private stuff to ChatGPT that like, it's an American company. Maybe I have rights here in America. So I think that's a really interesting angle. I don't really have any more to pontificate on it because like I said, the geopolitical stuff is above my pay grade, but I think that is there could be a there. I think what gets interesting is like, how close are we to having something like an Opus 4.8 that's open sourced? And then it's like, oh man, these businesses are like OpenAI or Anthropic better get out before that happens, because that could be a absolutely apocalyptic event for their businesses.
Oh, I kind of feel like they're just like too big to fail now. It's like they're just like somehow it will not be allowed. You know what I'm saying?
SpaceX went public, right? I mean, they're down, I think 30%, 37%. So, but I mean, that's the point. Like if you can get out to the IPO, like you can make a lot of people whole before the bottom falls out.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. And we shall see how it develops. TikTok, gentlemen, has banned AI voices inside of their live selling, inside of their live experiences. This comes to us by way of Tech Times. They have banned AI voices from their live commerce streams. Violations now dent an account health score. If you did not know, your TikTok does have an account health score. TikTok Shop has formally banned AI-generated voices, pre-recorded audio tracks. You'll see this a lot in live selling. People are like playing music in the back and kind of vibing, you know, and like selling their thing and trying to keep the, you know, trying to keep the atmosphere up. And radio style narration, that is all going away from all shopping live streams. The ban just grew sharper teeth. As of this month, violations feed directly into the platform's newly launched account health rating system, a 0 to 1,000 score that governs seller access, so you can lose your access entirely, campaign, commission programs, ultimately the account itself. You used to be able to like get a few strikes after 90 days, it would reset. That is no longer the case. You have 4 milestone thresholds that can determine whether you can still do your thing on the platform or not. I think the biggest thing that this takes away that we have seen surface several times, actually, we covered it here on the show with Zane of Zenith Agency. There are several accounts, even really large, well-to-do businesses. You can bring us back here, Producer Jack. There are many accounts on TikTok right now that are running 24/7 live selling streams, 24/7. They are always on, not because it's the biggest revenue generator for their business, but because of the impressions. They do numbers for impressions. People discover them. The halo effect is real. They go and buy in other places. And part of the way that they do this is they have videos that are playing. They have music. And then all of a sudden, here comes a live person every now and again. Even the founder might come in like every other day and talk for a little while. But they keep these things going all the time, and they have turned into an impression and a money machine that provides halo effect in other places. Now, that not the case, and I find this interesting. I find it interesting. Maybe it's better for the little guy at the end of the day who could never stand up that kind of thing in the first place. But it's interesting in light of TikTok pushing so much into live selling, TikTok auctions, incentivizing that, etc. Colin, Dougherty, start with you. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I love this. I think it's really fair for people to, I think it's fair for TikTok to ban AI voices. I want it to be a true live experience. I don't want someone just to record or put a live audio or a live video that they built in front of me. I want it to be a true live experience. And so they're able to maintain the authenticity of the live experience and the app itself by doing this. And I also think this keeps the moat of live still real, because there was a lot of ways you could gamify live, and you could basically just put it in front of XYZ thing and use an AI-ified voice and you use an AI-ified video. Some kind of dark art stuff that you're not really supposed to do.
Dark art.
I really like the fact that they are making this real, authentic. And for you to win it live, you actually have to get sweaty. You have to build a team and really go hard at this. And it's a lot of work. But we have heard that there is a ton of wins to be had here.
Yeah, that's the case. And I do like this authenticity piece. Rabah?
Yeah, I think for me, Colin hit it on the head. Ultimately, if you break the synchronicity of the customer, what's the difference between watching a YouTube video and that? Like, so I think that makes a lot of sense in terms of it. I think the AI voicing is really interesting. Ultimately, I think this is the right call for TikTok. If you go back to kind of first principles, what makes the first principles of live shopping fun? You have synchronicity, you have interaction, and you have authenticity. All three of those things kind of fall away when you start to do pre-recorded stuff, when you start to do AI stuff, when you start to do things like that. So I don't really have any. I'm usually a pretty low regulatory guy, but I think this is the right call. I think ultimately keeping those three things intact is what makes the live shopping experience special. And yeah, really no notes on it, honestly, other than
I think so too. And I've also heard, Rabah, that executives speak in lists just like that. Moving forward to our last story here, and then we will let the one and only Rabah Rahil get on with his day. Gentlemen, the box office, the movies are back on path to hit 10 billion this year for the first time. This is the first time this would happen since the 2019 COVID epidemic.
Wow.
You can bring us back here, Jack. My main question is, we'll just have a little vote here, yay or nay, up or down. Are the movies and actually going to the movies back? Is consumer back in an analog IRL way? Is this a positive sign for all of the consumer economy? Yay or nay? We'll start with you, Colin Dougherty.
100% yay. This is amazing. One, because I can not be on my phone while I'm watching a movie, and I can fully get myself into the experience of that. Also, it's a great date night that you can take your significant other to. It's an excuse to get out of the house. You can see other human beings around your city. It's crazy. We have to like think about that as a concept. It's like, oh, there's a human being. Awesome. I haven't left my house in a while. That is, I think, really important to, just being a part of a community and being kind of in the forefront of also some really cool movies that are coming out.
Good. You think it's a good sign, Rabah Rahil? You like it?
Yeah, man, I think so. I mean, I hate to keep banging. Maybe I'm making up for being so hard. I'm in the hot jobs. But I think he's exactly right. I think for me, one of the things that's really nice is the spectrum of ways you can consume it. I'm a little bougie, so I like to go to the fancy theaters, and it's the meal there. You get the big reclining chair. You're doing this. I think also it's a good sign for Hollywood. I think especially if you look at like a lot of Netflix stuff, Spain, Eastern Europe, they were really starting to make inroads, and I think Hollywood is starting to claw back a little bit of their dominance, which is as an American, great for us having that creative ability to crank out the best silver screens. And I'm definitely excited for the Odyssey, so I think that's great. But honestly, in a weird way, the thing that makes me the most happy is societally, I think we have lost a little bit of the zeitgeist. There's so many silos now. And so having this like, okay, let's all go and get together and do something, or watch a movie together, or talk about a movie that we just watched together, kind of helps repair some of the seams in the fabric of society. So net on a whole, I think it's great.
I will say too, I recently took my kids to go see Moana, the live action Moana.
Oh, the real one.
Which has been getting like absolutely raked on the internet. But my kids loved it. I thought it was great too. Bro, the movies are so much better than they were when we were kids. They're reclining, you like order your drinks, they bring it to you. I mean, it's like a whole other thing. It's a whole other thing entirely. And I am here for it. Rabah Rahil, last word from you. Anything going on at Thai? Anything we need to be watching before you go, sir?
We have some fun. We're doing some cool marketing campaigns in the next couple weeks, keeping those close to the chest, but we'll definitely have some fun stuff there. And nothing other than that. Hope everybody enjoys. We got a cracker of a World Cup on Sunday, so really excited. It's going to be in New York though, which is going to be interesting with all the wildfires and stuff. And it's an open air stadium, so that'll definitely be sending all the good vibes out there. And then just go make somebody smile this weekend. Try and make the world a better place than you found it this weekend. That's my final words.
Rabah Rahil, thank you, brother. We look forward to having you back.
See you guys.
Appreciate you, man. Coming into this show right now is the one and only Brandon Harrar, founder, creative director over at HRVST, maker of beautiful things on the interwebs, based in Montreal, I believe. Based in Montreal. Before he comes inside the show, let us talk about the one and only Northbeam. If you're in your ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data, starting from the actual purchase and rebuilding the customer journey with real clicks, real orders, real verified ad views, and then pushing that measurement back into the ad platforms themselves. So optimization runs on what's actually driving your revenue, not what the platforms assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io. Book your demo with them today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. Now, whoa! Hey, you're in here. Whoa, we got to clap him in, Producer Jack. Clap this man in. Get in here, Brandon Harrar. Clap this man in and welcome him in this show. Wow. We're having all kind of technical difficulties. Here he is. Okay, wow. We got him. Brandon, appreciate you joining us. Welcome to the show, man.
What's up, guys?
I've been checking out some of your work, and man, you guys do beautiful things on the internet, brother. You know, a lot of times in e-commerce, everything boils down to numbers and statistics and CPMs, etc. But there's an often undiscussed side of truly representing the core beliefs and the realness of the founder and the brand, and doing so in a beautifully winsome way on the internet. And I think you guys are doing incredible work at this. Brandon, give us a little background on how you got into this and to where you are today in your career and such, brother.
Yeah, thank you. So we started in 2014. I was working in restaurants growing up, moved into a media buyer position at an ad agency, and just started taking projects on the side, scaled it out, hired a few people, figured out what I wanted to do, what I didn't want to do, and, obsessed over the client journey. I really just loved the process, and the admin and the operations side behind everything. And, yeah, it's been a journey, man. We're still going.
Let's go. Brandon, say I'm a Shopify brand and I'm coming to you guys and I'm saying I need a rebrand. How often is that problem a positioning problem versus a visuals problem? And how are you telling the difference for that?
A positioning problem versus a visual problem. They usually go pretty hand in hand. I think and it's not all the time, but I think oftentimes if you are having trouble figuring out what your positioning is, you also usually don't have a grasp on how you should be, branding yourself, from a visual perspective. So they usually go pretty hand in hand.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm interested, Brandon, like how you approach this thing from a branding design process entirely, because it's there's like mystique around it. You know what I'm saying? There's elusiveness. Somebody comes to you and they say like, "Hey, we need help with our branding." Like, where do you start? What does that actually look like?
So for many years it was, productizing the whole thing. Like, so let's make you, let's build you a logo and let's make you a landing page. And I think over the years we've become a little bit more aware of the fact that it's really in solving problems and then pairing the product or the service that we offer to solve that problem. And we can't always solve the problems that these clients have. We are very much leaning, creative and dev versus, CRO and performance and marketing and that side of the coin. So we're not for everyone. We can't possibly be for everyone.
Totally.
But we've figured out, our lane, and it's been all right up until now. And it's still great. I'm just, things are moving fast. So
Brandon, tell me about some of the people that you've worked with. Give me like some specific brands, because I'm looking at some of the people that you work with, and it's beautiful work. But I want to hear from you. What are some of the favorite projects that you guys have worked on, branding wise, et cetera, and how that transformed?
Yeah, it's like when someone asks you to play something on guitar, and you're like, "What do I even?" So, look, a few brands that come to mind that we've been working on recently. We did the full rebrand and designed for Nathan James. So they're a
beautiful
big reseller, crushing it. Amazing team, amazing product. So shout out to those guys. We've been working with Westmount Florist a lot. So they're a local, Montreal florist shop that's been around for, I don't know how many years. I think since the 60s.
Wow.
I might be killing that, but maybe even earlier. So we've been doing a lot of work for them, full rebrand, packaging work, design, dev work behind the scenes. So we're kind of all over the place. We never picked a niche. I think that's pretty common for Shopify agencies in general, is like they don't typically pick industries that they specialize in. Even though I think it's a good idea, I just never really wanted to stick to one thing, right? I mean, it's exciting. It's fun to learn about all these different companies. It's fun to work with different people. We work with, restaurants and fashion brands and furniture companies, and the people that you get to interact with and learn from at these different companies are all so different that I think that it's important for people to be well-rounded. It's just not as strong of a business model, because you're constantly learning and you can't really segment your work as much as you might be able to if you were, the king at furniture or insurance or
or outdoor grilling like a Big Green Egg.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did the website for the Big Green Egg Canada a while back, and that was a really cool one. Sick project.
I mean, Brandon, can you talk through that for me a little bit? Because you're redoing the website. What are some of those most common expensive mistakes that you're kind of seeing brands make on their Shopify builds, on their Shopify websites, that you're kind of seeing from afar, and you're just like, gosh, if you guys could just see this, it's so common, it's so expensive.
Well, I mean, I think the obvious elephant in the room are the AI built sites that I'm just seeing popping up all over the place. And I honestly, I didn't even want to come in here and like literally utter the word AI, because I'm just fucking.
It happens.
Set it on fire, Brandon.
It happens.
Fire. We had a client recently that backed out of a branding phase because they wanted to try it out themselves.
I see.
First time that this has happened ever. And the first time, it's obviously, it hasn't been a very long time since it's all been possible. But it happened. And we said, you know what? Do what you got to do. Do it. We're curious. We want to see what this yields. Come back to us when, come back to us with the assets so we can continue the project. But realistically, as soon as someone gets a taste of, I can create this thing myself with a couple prompts, whether it's good or not is irrelevant. Most of the time, it's not going to be good. It's going to be an average of averages, and it's just going to blend and look like everything else. But if they're able to create something, save money, turn it around quicker, do it themselves in the dark in their basement, and they're just going to keep with that trend, and they're ultimately going to get left behind. I think. I don't think brands that are, putting their eggs in that basket are going to be able to scale, or have like an honest, real business that people can connect with. Brandon, there's all sorts of crazy businesses out there that are doing amazing things, and you would never expect it from what they're putting out. So it's impossible.
Brandon, could you double click on that a little bit? Because you're talking about a site that basically just looks good, but what separates the site that looks good and then the one that actually converts? Like, what's the fundamental difference there?
Yeah, so I mean, we dig in early on into a project, into building out the foundations of the brands we work with, so that they're unique to themselves. And I think that shows across everything: the brand, the fonts, the colors, the compositions, the way that the products are merchandised, to to the language and the content that's being put out there, messaging wise. I mean, everything just ties down to that foundational brand. And I think that if the foundational brand is just an average of every other, 1,000, 10,000 brands that are pumping their you know, their stories into it. I mean, what are you really doing at the end of the day, right? But there's obviously something to be said about, you know, speed to market and being able to create something that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to create if you didn't have the money. I mean, these are very unbelievable, powerful tools.
Yeah.
But like, we're not in business to work with people that don't have money. Like, that's just like, you know, at a certain point, you gotta understand that piece. So, yeah. And I mean that in a respectful, nice way. Like, I'm saying, like
100%.
somebody that's bootstrapping something off the ground and that doesn't have the funds to work with an agency or a designer or developer, go for it.
Yeah.
It will work to a certain extent, but yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me this. What are the telltale signs of you're looking at somebody's site and you can tell this thing's AI-ified and Frankenstein?
Yeah. It's so there's this, like, I mean, look, there's so many, but there's this particular like library that's used that just you just know it, and you can tell.
You know it when you see it.
You know it when you see it. I wish I'd be able to point something out specifically, but like, you know it when you see it. You know?
Regarding, you know, just trends in our industry, do you see any kind of branding trends within e-commerce that you think are a little overrated?
Branding trends within e-commerce.
You a maximalist or you a minimalist? You know, what's the
I think I sit somewhere.
I'm a maximalist.
I sit somewhere in the middle. I like balance in life, you know.
Totally.
Especially, I got two young kids at home. I try to not veer too far either way. I'm just floating around these days.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man, what's coming up? What's coming up for you guys over at Harvest, Brandon, that you're excited about? Any projects you guys are working on? Any things you guys are rolling out for the rest of the year?
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm allowed. I don't. Either way, we're doing we're redesigning all the products for Joe Beef for their grocery line.
Oh,
let's go!
Awesome, man.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming. Really, really exciting project for us. So we're in it. We're in it right now. And what else are we doing? I mean, look, summer's an amazing time for us. We got Summer Fridays. We got our team retreat coming up in a couple weeks. Lots of people taking vacation, so it's you know, it's nice in that it's kind of slower, but it's also fast paced because we're down staff because people are taking. So it's like it's always weird in the summer for us.
100%. It's a weird e-commerce summer as well. We just had e-com summer. We had Brian from North Beam on yesterday, and it is very much e-com summer. It's when you test things. You don't scale aggressively right now. Like, let's not get crazy. It's e-com summer.
E-com summer.
Brandon, man, where can people find you, follow you on the internet? Where can they look at the work that you guys do and get in touch with you?
Yeah, so we've got a website, goharvest.com. Gonna be posting more to my Instagram, trying to be a little more involved on the internet. I've got some personal stuff out there. Just, you know, find me, Google me, hit me up. I love to have conversations about anything and everything. So, you know, don't be shy and just try to be easy. You know, just be easy on yourself.
I love it.
Congrats on the Joe Beef project, Brandon, and we appreciate you making the time to join us. Look forward to talking with you again, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Moving forward, a little great finds time. No, actually, we've still got some stories of the day that we haven't covered. I think we have some more stories to cover, which actually we can just hit right now. Actually, we can just go there and hit it right now. Beehive with a huge update. Yesterday, I believe they were actually live streaming at the same time as we were. Big updates here from Dink Tweets, which I would say in a summarized fashion. Although the live stream was pretty extensive. Today was the biggest day in Beehive history. We launched Community, joining your newsletter, podcast, website, products, ads, and subscriptions. No algorithms, no platform fees, no gatekeepers, just one platform to power your entire content business. Everything that they announced below, you can scroll up, Producer Jack, see the graphic here. I think very relevant for us as podcasts, but also I find the community piece very interesting for creators. To be honest, I even wondered like if it would be relevant for DTC brands. You know, a lot of us have built our communities inside of Facebook pages or Facebook groups. And I actually wondered if this community piece would be very interesting, enticing as a kind of a side quest for D2C brands. Let's go back to the tweet and scroll down here, Producer Jack, and get some more details for him here. Community, your audience could read your work, but never reach each other. That changes today. Community gives your audience a place to belong. It's not a Beehive app. It's yours, your brand, your members, your data, free or paid. It's a new way to deepen relationships and earn. Copilot, they have an AI piece that is, I think, probably great. It wasn't as relevant for me. I was mostly focused on the community piece and the podcast. And then on the podcast side, host, distribute, monetize your show right where your audience already lives. No more juggling hosting tools or splitting your audience. Thousands of creators have already switched dynamic ads and video. And then what I'll say here, like this would have been relevant for us over at Bruce Bolt when we had a podcast. You know, all of the things, they sync up there together. You can have them all in the same place. You put your video up, all of the details, they go up there. I found this interesting, and I think it's a great move on their side.
Yeah, I could not be more bullish on the Beehive team and everything they've been shipping, especially as an aside, the MCP that they shipped a couple weeks ago, absolutely fantastic. I know so many people that are using it directly to basically push out directly through Claude. Exceptional work by them. Could not be more bullish on their product and what they're shipping out. And I love the way that they're moving things forward. I think it's incredible that they're basically empowering creators to have this like all-in-one suite to actually run their business, which is super cool because most creators are very good at content and they're very good at actually doing the content on the platforms. They're not very good at monetizing their business and kind of moving those deals forward. That's usually how it kind of sprinkles out with creators. This takes care of a lot of that, which is really fantastic. I'm a big fan of creators and how they're doing everything. So I'm a huge fan of Beehive. I also love the UI. I'm a huge fan of the Beehive UI. I think it's easy.
If I was back on the brand side,
yeah,
maybe I am too. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Maybe I already am. I just put that out there, you know, just keep it a little mysterious.
Yeah.
But maybe I already am. But if I were brand side and I was approaching a relationship with proposed creator, fill in the blank creator, and not only do they have great following here and here and here and here and here, but related to their newsletter, oh, I've got this community and they're all in here and they're all talking to each other all the time. And then I can see that, I can interact with that. That to me becomes a juicy offering, an additional piece of the entire kind of ecosystem of working with said person that I would find very interesting. To me, there's a lot here that I think is relevant for our community, not just creators, but the brands working with them that could be juicy for the hereafter.
Yeah, I just think it's a huge thing where you basically get to level up as a creator because you have all of this official kind of structure and branding around you where like brands will come to you and be like, do you have this thing? Do you have this thing? Do you have this thing? You're like, actually, yeah, I do. Here's all my Beehive links to all of those things. And then brand goes, dang, they're pretty on top of things. They're actually really organized. I think this is a legit creator. And that really changes that conversation with how brands treat you and how that conversation and relationship moves forward. That's what I'm super excited about that Beehive is doing, where basically they're empowering that smaller creator as well as the big creators, but also that small creator that's like, I'm just trying to make a couple extra $1,000. I'm just trying to make a couple extra and just rock and roll. I can do this on the side and keep going forward. This is huge.
Let me ask you, you know, I think like the majority of websites, the vast majority of websites are still WordPress, you know, it's like,
it's crazy.
It's still WordPress, which, gosh, I have not forayed into many years. I think it's been at least a decade since I've touched a WordPress website.
I'd say probably the same. I'd say probably 8 years for me.
But I think the vast majority of websites are still WordPress, whether it's WordPress.com or .org. I forget how all of that works. But this makes me wonder if like Beehive is more of a threat and kind of a competitor in that space in the future, in that it's just easy to wire up. You want to send an email. Okay, great. You want to do a podcast. Great. You want to have a website. We got their new, what you see is what you get, visual editor. The visual editor seems to be like kind of like the cornerstone piece that they're most proud of. Like, I wonder if Beehive becomes more of a threat to just the like website crowd of the internet, and that it just becomes easier to like spin the thing up. You want to have email, you want to have what kind of in the vein of Squarespace, which I know they play a little bit in e-com, but it's not their serious entity. It's not the serious niche of their business. It's not e-commerce. It's just like have a beautiful website. I wonder if Beehive like becomes a Squarespace competitor, as an example.
I think the more interesting part that we've not talked about, and I think it's saying the quiet part out loud, is the fact that because you're publishing to the website and because you're publishing a lot of keywords and a lot of blogs and your newsletter directly to the website, you are now helping your improvement search functionality inside of the LLMs. And so if you actually index and keep indexing all of these blogs and keep ranking the website and building that website authority within Beehive by constantly publishing out new newsletters, you are actually building your authority within the LLMs to then say, hey, we're trying to find this person, blah, blah, blah. We're trying to find this podcast. Oh, cool. Here's a surface one right here. This is what chat says. And then the person clicks on you. And then it becomes a discoverability piece.
Well, I have updated in our post show notes. We need to go update our
website.
Beehive. We need to update our Beehive. We do. I think we're using like 10% of our Beehive right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know we're on Beehive, but it's like, are we really utilizing that thing? Like, I don't think so.
I like legitimately, I have no dog in this race. I have legitimately pulled off 4 of my agency friends who were on other sites, and I have migrated them to Beehive. I was like, look, dude, I'm not going to get any money for this. Like, nothing. I'm telling you what you're doing there right now. I'm telling you, they're shipping way more than the current platform you're using. I promise you. I just talked to my agency friend this morning. We were texting. He was like, dude, that was such a good choice. Our newsletter's freaking ripping. And I was like,
ripping.
Yeah, dude, that's all you got to do. Like, that's all you got to do. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know the sauce that they have cracked over there, but I know that they continue to ship. And it's easy to use. And honestly, all of this like it excited me more. Like we need to go update. We should go get all of our content up there, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I think is it all? I don't know if it's all up there, but I think some of it is.
It's not. It's not. Like we're strictly sending newsletters. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Tyler, we're gonna improve. We're gonna push more out there.
I mean, just think about it. Like we're on here for like 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
How many interviews have we done just this year in the first half of the year? Is it 300? Is it like 300? It's like 300 interviews.
350.
Like
probably.
All of that should be up there, searchable, indexable, like all that stuff. And it seems like that's what they're doing.
And they're also doing the transcript for every single,
which is
interview.
Wild.
This is so cool. Like you search for XYZ person that you interviewed. It's like, hey, let me hear about Borelli with cuts. Bang, bang, bang. Here's Borelli. And then here's exactly what he's talking about in said interview. You can go to the timestamps. You can like save stuff. It's really cool.
I was looking at, there's a Beehive newsletter that I follow. I think it's called Creator Spotlight or Creator Economy, or I can't remember. I think it's called Creator Spotlight. It's like the red, they got the red dot branding. I mean,
it's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's great. It's a great one. But they have this really robust interview video, type thing that is connected to their Beehive. But I noticed they had to like stitch them together to like put their YouTube up there, and then they had to kind of stitch it together. Well, now like with what Beehive's doing, it's like it's all in the same place. Put it up there.
Sick.
Put your video up. It's going to get it transcribed. All of the things. I mean, it's like no brainer.
It's awesome. Yeah, huge fan.
Big fan over here. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only AJ Anderson, founder of Fast Pickle, coming to us, who has pioneering a new way to get what many would say is the best hydration product on earth, and it's just pickle juice, baby. I actually first time I discovered pickle juice was through
you
Jason
love it, right?
I do. I love it. I actually drank some this morning. I drank pickle juice this morning.
Crazy.
I did. I drank it this morning because I was like, I need to get hydrated and I need to be ready for this show, baby. I need to be ready for this show. So I need to drink some pickle juice and get hydrated and get ready to roll. But first time I discovered it, it was actually it was like playing at Texas, basically.
Let's go.
It's actually high school, but then, at Texas when it was really hot, they bring out the pickle juice, Now,
Ecom Cowboy powered by pickles.
Powered by pickles.
Let's go.
Pickles. And AJ Anderson doing it on behalf of consumers everywhere. Before he comes in, let us talk about Seguno and Postscript. Ladies and gentlemen, focus is an amazing thing. When you focus, you get outsized results. There's a reason when people make a switch from whatever SMS partner they have a Postscript, they see a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue on average. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. We went from making very little money on SMS to being the top 1% account on their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is, I just did what they said. And what they are saying is that you're leaving money on the table and your customers text you back. Go get the conversation report, direct-to-consumer.co/the conversation report. You're going to get all of the details on the opportunity there. The good news is Postscript's AI shopper can now have one-to-one conversations with your customers at scale while you are offline taking a mid-afternoon siesta. Go talk with Postscript. Get rolling with them today. Many thanks for Postscript being part of the show. Seguno, ladies and gentlemen, is the only marketing suite built entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? It means your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews. It's all there where you already work and play every single day. And it means you don't have to cede your trust to big email and its over-attributed data. With Seguno, your Shopify data is your email data. This is a big reason why it's Email 3.0 and why it won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you, built for lean teams with big aspirations. Go to get the advanced Shopify segmentation playbook, the URL scrolling across the screen. Talk with Seguno, give you a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. They'll extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of the show. Now, we must bring AJ inside of this show. Methinks he is Nashville-based. Which maybe that means he's Broadway and country music coded. I don't know.
Let's go.
But Nashville based, selling pickle juice in a 3-ounce shot, it seems. Okay. Real brine drawn from pickle making process. He may be doing some other things to it as well, but it is going really well. And the branding is impeccable. We must bring him inside of the show. Everybody, welcome the one and only AJ Anderson. AJ. Can't see him.
Where is he?
Is he here?
AJ?
AJ.
Oh, let's go.
Hey. Here he is. Let's go, AJ.
There we go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, AJ.
There we go.
Yes. Wow. Welcome to the show.
That was quite the intro. I appreciate that.
Man, we appreciate you making the time to join us, brother. Welcome, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Not a Broadway fan, but it is there, and
that's fair.
It is the one of the downfalls of living in Nashville. Anytime somebody comes, it's like, hey, we got to go to Broadway. We got to go to Hot Chicken. I'm like, I can't handle it anymore.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
can't do it. It's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah. AJ, man, talk to me about Fast Pickle, bro. Sure. I think this is an incredible idea. I first learned of pickle juice being a thing through Jason Witten. Famous Hall of Fame tight end out of Dallas Cowboys. If he's not in the Hall of Fame, he should be. And then my own experience of it when I was in college and I was playing football, when it was like 100+ degree heat, they would bring out the pickle juice. Okay.
Absolutely.
And we would take it down. I'm thoroughly a believer But I don't think enough people know yet about how incredible of a hydration product pickle juice is. I mean, talk to us about, man, exploring the category, getting into this thing. How's it going? Give us the backstory on this.
Sure. Yeah, the backstory would be, I kind of had a lot going on in my life a couple of years back. I also run a performance shop as well, so I've been doing that for years.
Incredible, man.
And then it was kind of like getting a little burnt out on it, like just a little bit stressed out, and I was trying to find a way to control something in my life. There was some health issues circulating. But I was working out at the gym with a buddy of mine, Andy, shout out Andy. And one day before we went in to lift, he was like, let's go run a mile. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not running a mile. That sounds horrible. Like I can't do that.
It's like me.
But I started, I started doing it with him, and it was horrible. In fact, proved to be horrible. And so after a while though, I kind of got into the groove, and he's from the UK, and he went home for a month, and I was like, while he's gone, I'm gonna get good at this running thing, So I started doing it, and I really, really liked it after a while. You kind of push through the pain. And in that process, I'd never really taken care of my health and supplements and whatnot. So I started to dive into that a little bit more. Like, what do I need? Do I need electrolytes? Do I need BCAAs? Like, what am I looking at to be able to maintain as I started to get to 3, 5, 10 mile runs? And so I started ordering electrolyte supplements as one does. And I was pretty surprised that every single, I don't want to name any names because they're great, but like everything I got was full of sugar or artificial sweeteners. And that just really wasn't the vibe for me.
Yeah.
So, I started doing some research, like what's the alternative? Like what's the punk rock version of like getting your electrolytes, right? And I kept coming back to pickle juice. And I remember when I was a kid and I used to race BMX, I was like 10 or something. My grandma would be like, drink pickle juice so you don't cramp or whatever. So I started thinking a little bit more about that, started researching, ordered a bunch, started using it while running. And then I was like, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. And then meanwhile, right, I run the performance shop. In the back of my head, I'm like, I don't want to do this forever. I want to start a brand. I want to like pour my heart, something like that. So it just started to click. And fortunately, I had some people on my side that were able to like do some deep dive research on marketplace and understand like velocity, what the TAM looks like. Wow. But more so than that, the category opportunity. I think, like you said, the blessing and the curse is we're kind of educating on a category here. There are others before us for sure. Yeah. But I think we saw a lot of opportunity in like making it younger, like a fresher, more modern approach to that. Yeah. And so we tested it quite a bit in different cities, and we really noticed that people were super receptive to like getting electrolytes in a different way, but actually like a more fun way,
Bro, I love this. I love it.
Well, and then the other side of it is that there are brands that talk about the cramp relief properties of it. The FDA, in my experience, is not a fan of that. So we kind of tread pretty carefully. Okay. However, the acetic acid in the vinegar is literally, you can research, go look at, there's independent studies out there. It interrupts a neurotransmitter to stop your cramping. Like if you have a muscle cramp in your leg, your calf muscle, and you drink pickle juice within like 60 seconds, the studies say that it can prevent cramping immediately. And I have done it myself several times on several runs. So we get a lot of people supporting us because of that reason, in which when we get into cohort funnels and a little bit later, we'll talk about what that looks like for the brand.
Juicy, man.
I would love for you to dive into that on kind of cohort funnels and the personas that you're trying to go after. Because I love this idea of like science-backed, like, hey, this actually does prevent cramping. Great. I'm going after this guy. He gets a lot of cramping. He's running or training for marathons. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we launched, and I think running an agency and dealing with so many bosses, right, clients.
Been there. Not easy.
You approach everything. It's not finite. Nothing's finite, right? Like even like defining your audience, right? Like I thought it was going to be the athlete, and that's the direction I was going in. But I kind of had in the back of my mind that it wasn't really up to me, right? It was up to like the demographic and the consumer. So pretty quickly, we started noticing a shift towards like 50-year plus nighttime crampers.
Really?
So that was one of the first like real funnels we built out, was to target, I guess 50 is not even old at this point, right? But like, older people that may have nighttime cramping issues, like keep one on your nightstand, that kind of thing. And that was when I would say that's when the brand really started to take off, which is funny. I mean, we still were like slowly building support with athletes. We've got a ton of trail runner, ultra marathon runners that support us. We just launched some Fleet Feet here in Nashville.
Awesome.
But it was that first cohort that was like, damn, like there's more to it. And now recently, where we're really seeing a lot picking up is in like the trades, like blue collar, like waterproofing.
Let's go, baby.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. They're outside 10, 11, 12 hours a day, the hot sun, they're sweating, and on top of that, they've got a little lunchbox, right? Or, they don't have like the means to be like quickly like running back to the C-store very often. They've got to bring with what they bring, fit in the truck center console, fit in their lunchbox or whatever. And we're getting a lot of traction there. And thankfully, as a cohort in terms of investment, it's relatively cheap right now, like in terms of like partnerships and content and stuff. So that is like what's popping off right now for us.
God, okay. I could just imagine, Chris, could you imagine the roofers in the summertime in Austin, Texas that are absolutely getting cooked?
and maybe around 5 p.m. mix that pickle juice with a little tequila, perhaps. I can't say I've done that before. I have, but I have to say this. AJ, as you have been talking, I have only done this one other time on the show, brother. I just went and bought this thing because I love this.
This is big time.
I love this. I love it so much.
And you got the 1 gallon. That's for that tequila companion right there. I got
I got the 1 gallon so that I could boss hog that thing.
That is serious. That's a lot of sodium.
You know what I love about this? Man, you are educating in the category. I love the like fascinating piece of like you found this like groove with 50 plus nighttime crampers that like people like would not normally think of. So you're building funnels around that. I think that's so interesting. I also love like hydration, super important. Man, you're taking this kind of like uber natural approach to this and saying like, hey, actually there's like a kind of a Mother Earth type approach to this thing that grandma recommended to me when I was riding BMX, and I was out there doing my thing. I love this approach, and I think like you're saying, I think there's going to be like more. There's going to be more of these interesting cohorts out there that are like beyond the traditional, like the ultra marathon runner or the marathon runner or the athlete that everybody would normally think of. There's got to be like other groups that this is just going to crack with, like the blue collar working outside. They got the lunchbox, man. Throw the shot in that pail. I think this is super smart, man.
Thank you. Yeah, and we are working on others. Like we have a pretty large festival deal. So we're partnered with a company that owns like Bourbon and Beyond, Louder Than Life, like a bunch of big music festivals. So we are, sampling and sold at those festivals as well. And we've been testing that for about a year. And the first couple of tests sold out like immediately at like, festival pricing on, I think, this is like $2.99 MSRP. And they were selling for $8 a shot and sold out. A day or two.
Whoa!
They're also doing mixers, but you think about a festival, for example, Rockville, right, which is in Daytona. It's the middle of summer, and it's 100 degrees outside all day. So people, it's a nice option for people to be able to get some of those electrolytes back. And you mentioned something, hydration. So for the first part of this journey, new to it in general, I'm like new to electrolytes. I'm launching this brand. I use the word hydration pretty healthy in the beginning. But as I dove deeper into the science, technically like this is a hypertonic, right? It's not isotonic, and it's also not technically a hydration beverage because all we're really doing is replacing your sodium content. So, I mean, really like calling it and there's other pickle juice brands that call hydration and whatnot, and they're wrong. But really, that's awesome. You would look to like have a bottle of water or something with this. This really is replacing sodium as an electrolyte. There's a couple other electrolytes in, but sodium is the primary, and then the anti-cramping property. So, it's just little things like that like along the way, your approach and opinions start to change based on facts on like what this develops into, right? And it's been really awesome to be able to it's almost like trial by fire, right? I think most entrepreneurs feel that way as well. You're just like jumping in. You're like, I know 75% of what's going to make this successful, and I'll figure out the other 25%.
Wow. I love that. Yep. And then AJ, you're also, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but you're also hiring for an e-com lead to own your P&L and CRO. So this thing's scaling up. Like, what is breaking that you got to bring somebody in now?
Yeah, that's actually for a different thing that I'm working on.
Okay. All right.
You're working on so much. Let's go.
Let's go, AJ.
I'm actually, it's not public knowledge yet, but I'm helping a brand on the brand side with some stuff as well. So there is, and let's see, I've got a 3-week-old daughter that just came home. I have a 4.5-year-old. We're working on moving to Florida.
Wow.
So there's a lot going on right now, and it's why not just add more to the fire, right?
Yeah, why not?
Let's throw another thing on there.
Why not just add more to the fire? I really dig this festival approach. I dig this festival approach. I used to go to this thing in high school. It was called the radio station was 99.5 The Wolf, and it was downtown Fort Worth, and it was just hot as blazes. Golly, it's hot. I mean, it's horrid. It's a horrid experience, but you go because it's like that's the cool thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like I'm baking out there, and that makes all the sense in the world. If somebody can charge for a $10 beer, why can't they charge for an $8 pickle shot? Man, that's super smart.
And I'll be honest, we've really been using the festival as a validator for our innovation pipeline. We've got a couple other products that are rolling out this year that are like one specifically, I don't want to mention on here, but it is an electrolyte beverage, but it's too large to sell on Amazon from a margin perspective. So we've been basically testing at festival, testing at retail to try to really get that dialed in for that launch. That should be in about a month or two. Really, just in time for like the fall festivals, and then another one that's really targeted towards like kids sports, right? And that's the nice thing is like there's no caffeine, there's no added sugar, so getting this in front of children, and like kids love it. Like my 4.5-year-old daughter will just drink it all day long if I let her.
Same.
If I want her sodium to completely spike, I see you better be careful with that gallon. But the gallon, we introduced the gallon really because of being in Nashville, right? I'm like considering on premise and bars and restaurants, right? And pickleback shots, and who doesn't love a pickleback shot, right? And that's really why we rolled that out. But what we actually found is all the super serious ultra marathon runners are the ones that are buying. They have the gallon on subscription. It's crazy.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah.
And then there's actually the trades as well. A lot of the trades people will get the gallon on subscription and then just pour it into their own container, mix it up. Some people mix it with water or whatever else to be able to take it to work that day.
I mean, AJ, this is the first avenue that I went down just from being very interested in ultra. And I could see you positioning yourself in like the Moab 250 for the psychopaths that want to actually do the Moab 250 and your bacon. And it's like perfect for ultra guys that are like, all right, dude, you want to go run 250 miles? Like, let's get you loaded up on everything across your little carry case here with everything pickle. Like, it's so smart.
Yeah, the nice thing about ultra runners is like, as a brand, I try to bring that kind of contrarian approach to the product itself into the brand. Like we kind of like, we're a little bit brash. We have fun with ourselves, like poke fun, but like, and like the rebrand going from, I have the 3 bottles here, which I don't know, like this is our first iteration, right? This is like where we launched, which is like super flat. I did it myself. Yeah. Actually, Ray Latif on BevNet, or I was on a podcast. He's like, "Oh, are you sure about that label?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great." Damn. And then we went to this, which is like a little bit more features and benefits, right? And then we launched this one like a couple months ago. So really kind of went with that modern. For the first, when I started this, I listened to a lot of people, right? I listened. It was new to me, and just like starting the agency, I was like, who can I talk to and learn from, podcasts and whatnot. So when I started this, I listened to a lot of different people. I took in a lot of different opinions, and fortunately or unfortunately, I let that kind of craft my direction more on the creative side of where I started to head. And it was about 8, 9, 10 months ago. I was like, no, I just don't even care if this thing fails, but it's got my full stamp on it. I do things I want to do things the way I want to do it. I want to like have this modern, almost like Supreme-esque like streetwear approach to like having fun with non-hydration, with electrolyte replacement. I'm just going to do it that way, So ever since I did that, honestly, I feel like the reception has been substantially better. Organically, our organic growth in the last, 60 days has just been, it's exploding. It's insane. But awesome. I've been doing a heavy AEO SEO work as well with I'm talking like 2-3 landing pages a day. Like
really?
Work. Oh yeah. But it's but the nice thing is you see the traffic increase, and then using things like the World Cup stage, using like the pickle smoothie from Smoothie King as like some anchors for driving traffic, like contextually that same day, taking that, measuring the traffic, optimizing that landing page consistently to be able to like look at clarity or Hotjar and like move things around. Then you start to notice winners that are converting there, and then you take that to the performance side. So that helps inform then your creative on performance, driving to the same place, turning that into listicles and advertorials. That really skews a little bit better with the older crowd, but that has been kind of the unlock over the last probably 60 days, really. Organic, just engagement, traffic on the site's up like 800% or something over the last couple of months.
Dog. That's incredible, man.
Chris, we're in a holdout test right now. I'm running 0 meta right now, and it's just everything.
0 meta.
0. Yep. And it's just
anything else.
I've got some low-level Bing stuff skewing towards the older advertorials.
Let's go, Bing. Let's go, Bing.
Plus, yeah. That is a 50+ advertorial, kind of
yes.
thing. And then partnerships here and there, but really, like, we were in some Google, but we were really bullish on Meta. That's the majority of my life has been investing in Meta, and for whatever reason, we've hit headwind after headwind. Nothing like insane, but still nothing. Looking at a contribution margin that's like not super sustainable. So then holding out, I'm like, actually, like our revenue is increasing in the holdout, but obviously that's related to the organic lift in general. But it's been really interesting.
Wow,
man, that's incredible. I find this fascinating.
Good to hear Bing too. Good to hear Bing.
Yeah, downtown Bing. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This happened. So I am. I have too little experience in CPG. It's actually only in this past year that I started dipping my toe and working with a friend of mine in CPG, and it's same experience. Headwinds on Meta. It's like WTF. Like our whole world like depends on Meta. Like what's going on?
You're like, why isn't this working?
We moved, and the shocking thing too is that with this brand, it was older. It was older folks, 50, 55 plus. Yeah, probably honestly even older. Well, 60 plus. We had some real wins on App 11 and Q4 and beyond. But this I find very interesting. Tell me this. Like, I can see your performance background that you're bringing to bear here on like growing this thing. And what's the constraint for CPG? This is why CPG is always fascinating to me. There's so much innovation always. It seems like all the innovation comes from CPG, but man, hard, not easy.
It's pretty simple. It's money. It is. So it really is. Like if you think about thresholds to get out of learning, for example, on Meta.
Yeah.
And like for example, there are companies out there that I really respect. They're awesome, great founders, really cool product, but they wouldn't be. The road's much longer if you're not making large investments in the upfront, right? Yeah. And like that is one of the biggest lessons I've taken away from the agency to CPG is patience, right? Like, holy shit, do you need to be patient? I don't know if we can swear on here or not, but like
you can
do it.
You've got like the amount of patience is, it's like at the end of the day, right? I'm like clocking off work, whatever, going and like reading a book with my wife or something. And like my mindset's like, well, yeah, hopefully, everything I did yesterday or did last week is going to start paying off tomorrow. I think we're going to see this lift, right? It's just so much different where it's like on the agency side, if you get in a hole or like you could hustle and go, earn an extra 20, 40, 50,000 a month and retainers, like with the right connections and networking, it just doesn't work like that in CPG.
Yeah.
Which is,
given that fact that you laid out the fact that, capital is the restraint, would you ever consider potentially raising? Because you're bootstrapped right now. Would you ever consider taking on a round?
We're in a round right now. We haven't really talked about it. We've got a couple people in on it, some pretty big folks in the wellness and in the music community.
Whoa!
Let's go.
But I've been trying to keep it like relatively low, right? I haven't really talked about it a whole lot. And like, again, like I think I've got 5 lifetimes left, right? This isn't something that I am going to like run forever. Like my daughter's going to run, like this is going to run. And like, if the course is 1 year or 5 years, like that's totally fine. I'll pack it up and do it again. It doesn't bother me. So like, I would rather experiment with not like betting the farm and like giving everything away right in the beginning, and see what happens. Right. So, I mean, we do have a pretty decent amount left on this raise. So if anybody's interested, but really I'm excited about where we're heading. Like, I think, we are very much so a challenger brand. Like I see using tech, like I see other pickle juice brands and other sports drinks brands checking us out. Right. So like we're slowly but surely starting to make an impact. I think we haven't even really started, right? We're in probably 20 or so specialty stores, including Fleet Feet here in Nashville, Fleet Feet Roanoke. We're working on Fleet Feet in Louisville and in Florida right now. And then a couple like mountain bike stores, running stores. But I had never really focused on retail. I was really just building the e-com side, and Amazon does really well for us. Shopify does halfway decent. But now it's time to sell in retail. And so I've got a couple buddies of mine that I grew up with in northern Wisconsin that are helping me. We're just about to hit it. I mean, I got a desk right here. My buddy just moved out from Las Vegas, packed his shit in his trailer, came out here, and he's just committed to the grind. So he's at the warehouse right now.
Let's go.
Packing stuff. Yeah, we're going. So I'm excited where we're headed. And like I said, it's I really believe in it. I think it's an awesome product. It's an awesome alternative to what's out there, all the neon dyed stuff.
Yeah.
And it's funky, right? Like there are other brands like Cadence that like similar like trajectory in terms of like what they're shooting to be. Tons of respect for Roth. The product's amazing, but we're the punk rock version of Cadence. Like we're funkier, like we're weirder, and we like that. I think we live in that area. That it's like a little gray area that we're living in, and I love it.
I love that. Anderson, punk rock.
Let's go.
Everybody go to Fast Pickle. Do like me. Go order the big boy. Go to fastpickle.com. Get the gallon or subscribe to the packs, whatever is fitting. And then where should everybody go follow you, AJ? Earth2AJ, Earth_2_AJ. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's on X. I just started using X really maybe like a month ago or 2 months ago. Shout out to Caleb with Seek. I see you got Seek back there. Caleb's got me on it. He's been awesome here in Nashville. Like the CPG network here in Nashville is really cool. And Caleb is by far like the most, like he'll just like pop up and he, just show up with some of his coffee and sell it in. He's really outgoing, but he's got me going on X, and then on Instagram I'm at hello.aj. And if you want to request money from me on Venmo, it's AJ Sucks.
I think there's gonna be some people who want to talk with you.
Let's see. I won't send it, but I mean we can be friends on Venmo at least.
All right. AJ, man, we appreciate you coming and making the time. We're going to be following along, and I'm going to try this thing live when I get my package. We're going to do a taste test here on the.
Yeah, I'm going to call my guy right now and tell him to get it out right this second.
All right, let's do it. Thank you, AJ. Look forward to having you back, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much.
Exciting.
Incredible.
Exciting, man.
Incredible energy from AJ on a Friday. Let's go.
Punk rock pickle juice, baby. I mean, it's fast pickle, but it's punk rock pickle juice is what it is.
Are you gonna drink the whole gallon in one sitting?
No, I am not.
Come on.
I think if I did that, I would hurt myself.
No, you wouldn't.
AJ said not to do that. AJ said don't drink it all in one sitting. He said that.
Yeah, but like whatever. We can try it.
You're trying to encourage me to hurt myself, and my wife would not like that. She would not like that. But wow, great story. And I love bringing his performance experience to bear on what he's doing with Fast Pickle, making it punk rock and owning that. And man, especially like growing things on the AEO side, that's very interesting there. Hold out, no meta. I mean, like there's a lot of very interesting things going on there.
Yeah, very bold to do a meta holdout. Bold.
Very bold. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, to great finds on the interwebs on this fine Friday afternoon. Let us talk about Rocked After Sale and Trend Track. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what's really working right now, not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today, Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand in the world. From every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email newsletter they send their customers, your direct competitors, the biggest players on the market, it's all there. All the market data centralized in one place, refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io and get hooked up with them today. Know what's actually working on the internet. Many thanks for Trend Track being part of the show. And Rocked After Sale. Ladies and gentlemen, most D2C brands are obsessed with the next net new customer, as they should be. But the real lever is making more profit from all the orders you're actually already getting. If you're doing 5,000 orders a month and you could add $3 to $4 on each one of those without touching your ads, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, and Groove Life are doing every single day with Rocked After Sale, adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page, and then even stacking an extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus, Venmo, HelloFresh, etc. It's high margin revenue straight to your bottom line. No hit to conversion, no impact on LTV, and you can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Get rolling with Rocked After Sale today. Many thanks for them being part of the show. Great finds on the internet. Do you have breaking news?
No, I don't have breaking news. I'm good.
Should I play this? You want me to play the sound? You found something. I know.
No, I didn't. I'm okay. I'm all good. Okay. I'm okay.
Something that I was quite excited to find. Tony Robbins, who I'm a fan of. I really like Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is selling testosterone.
Let's go.
A testosterone checker of sorts. Josh Moore, not so excited. He says this is both bat shite and makes sense at the same time. This is an ad from Life Force. It says, get your testosterone checked for $25. Advanced hormone panel, online consult with top TRT doctors, medications delivered. If I was going to buy a TRT, I think I would buy it from Tony Robbins.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's definitely on TRT as well.
Dude is jacked.
He's yoked.
He's an older guy and he's quite yoked.
And also there's a lot of money to be made in telehealth. So I kind of understand where he's coming from here. $25 check, pretty low lift.
It's a great deal.
Pretty good deal. Bucks. Yeah. I don't know if it makes a ton of sense for him to be selling it, but
why not?
I don't know if he's not a doctor. You know what I mean? He's not like but I guess I get it.
He's an inside doctor. He's a relationship doctor.
He is. He's a vibe doctor.
Self-beliefs, all of those things. Coach, life coach. He's got great stuff.
Yeah.
I would do this. I would do it. $25, check my testosterone. I'd buy testosterone from him. He's a very manly guy. Looks great for his age. I feel like it's a perfect sell for him. I think he makes like $1 gazillion. So I don't think that he needs another line of revenue, but why not? I think it's smart.
He has so many businesses too. And he has so many revenue streams too. I was listening to him talk the other day about like how many total revenue streams he has that are like unrelated to one another. And I'm like, good God, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? It's unbelievable. We're just
the guy does well.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy does well. Next, a tweet surfaced here by Roman Khan. I think a little watch and react type content for us here. Roman Khan says, such an iconic company. It's insane how they keep releasing bangers. He is speaking of the one and only SharkNinja. They just built a microwave that air fries your food after.
They said a microwave.
Whoa. They just created a microwave that air fries your food after eating it, apparently. Some more details here. The Ninja Crispy Microwave heats food with microwave energy, automatically finishes with 450-degree cyclonic air to crisp the outside. Takes food from frozen to crispy in 10 minutes. Cook full meals 60% faster. Looks like a great deal. It's available for $450. Let's watch this, Producer Jack. Sound on. Let's play this thing.
They said a microwave couldn't make this, or this. We say do it all in the microwave that crisps with the Ninja Crispy Microwave. Unlock faster, crispier, juicy results. It's everything a microwave can do and more. With Fusion Crisp technology, it combines the speed of a microwave with the power of an air fryer, cooking up to 60% faster with craveable textures you love. 14 cooking functions take you from prepped to roasted, frozen to crispy, and leftovers to legendary. This is crispy cooking in the Ninja Crispy Microwave.
I could totally see this like taking over how a couple without kids or like a single. I could see it taking over completely how they cook everything. I don't know if it has enough room for a big family, but looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja is absolutely incredible. What they've been shipping the past couple years. We got one of those double barrel Ninjas. We got the double barrel micro air fryer where it's like boom, boom. You got two on each side. We love it. I mean, Ninja is a super high quality product, and the way they've been shipping and constantly just like innovating as well. They also do the Ninja Creamy. They do the Ninja Crispy, which is really cool, which is just kind of like a standalone product of this. They also, hey, this is crazy weird. They also have a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, do they really?
So they have all of these subsidiary products. It's basically becoming, quote unquote, the Ninja house, which is really interesting. And they are crushing. And all of their AOVs are very high. This is exceptional in 2026. I am super bullish on them. They're going to make $1 bajillion from this.
I did buy an air fryer. It basically just sat on my. It basically just.
That's crazy, dude. We use ours all the time.
It's too small. It's too small.
We got a big one.
I got a big one, and
still don't use it.
It just wasn't big enough, man. Or I feel like I got one that's like supposed to be an air fryer, and is it an air fryer? I don't know.
Strange.
I just didn't. We didn't end up using it. Took up a bunch of counter space. We just got rid of it.
Wow. Yeah, we love ours. I mean, if you're an air fryer person and like you just rock and roll, it's super easy. Set and forget it. You're all done.
I want to. I love it. I love it. But I just find like it's too small, man. It's just too small.
Yeah.
I need big. Number one, I'm a big guy. Okay.
Sure.
I want to eat big, but I got other mouths too.
Sure.
Know? I mean, I don't have other mouths, but I have other mouths to feed,
Yeah, I could see how like for a whole family, it would be very limiting, but like for an individual dude, a single dude, or a couple, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Just dump it in, boom, click, 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 done.
Get two of them.
Done. Yeah,
two air fryers.
Dude, they got three.
Yeah. See,
they got the 3-barrel too. You can do a 3-barrel.
See, I think that's I randomly. Maybe the algo hijacked me after we talked about Hailey Bieber and Gap, but I think this was before then. I stumbled across Hailey Bieber talking about her kitchen, like giving a tour of her kitchen. They had a couple air fryers.
You're a Hailey Bieber fan.
They're rocking 2 air fryers.
Dude, you're the biggest Hailey Bieber fan. You can say it.
I really don't know what she has done. I just know her in the context of she's married to Justin Bieber. That's which that's fine. I
Dude.
know she's got like an incredible business that she sold and all the things, but I guess I'd keep like searching for like, was she like a singer of some sort, or I don't know. I really don't know.
You try to hide this fandom from the rest of the world, and I know it runs through you. It's fine, dude. One day we're gonna talk about your true obsession. It's fine, dude. It's fine.
Okay,
We're not there today. We're not there.
All right, we're not there yet, I guess. All right. Great find here. Shannon Jean, proponent and enabler of re-commerce extraordinaire. He has found this. Bring this up for his producer, Jack. Yes, this tweet here, video actually. Let's watch this. This is a $21,000 Lego set that apparently he has copped, or somebody is copping, for $5. He thinks this is a good deal. Go ahead and play this for us. Sound on, producer Jack.
Why would Target sell $21,000 worth of brand new Lego sets for $5,700? Because they have to. Stick around. Let me show you why they have to sell them at this price and how you can get registered to buy them as well. So this is 6 pallets of Lego Disney Princess Ariel's Crystal Cavern treasure chests and a bunch of other Lego stuff. Target price was $21,181.
Wow.
It just sold for $5,725. Why are they selling it? Because they have excess inventory. And they always offer it up to resellers like me and maybe you if you're interested. There is over 1,000 units in this auction. This stuff is great to sell on eBay, on live selling sites. Target average prices were about $22, and your cost had you won this auction is right around $5 plus some freight. So comment auction and I'll send you my auction starter guide with a link to this auction. And be sure to follow me. I share these deals every single day. You don't want to miss them.
He does.
Wow. I absolutely love this. This is huge. This is absolutely massive because honestly, you're working with 2 historic, huge IPs. You're working with the Lego IP, who has a massive baked-in audience, and then also you're working with a Disney IP, massive baked-in audience. I mean, these things can fly off the shelves if you want to list them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, all of the above. Huge grab. Because the audience is already baked out. It's not like you're trying to convince someone to buy the product. People already know Lego. They already know Disney. You're just basically facilitating the sale. This is massive.
I think you buy it for $5. Okay. Add some freight. Okay. What are we talking? Just over $6, something over $6. Call it $6. Yeah. Double the price. Aim to sell everything for $12. Clear out that inventory. Basically, you're selling all this at half price. I feel like there's got to be some great buyers out there that want Disney Lego sets for 50% off. Don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, these things could fly off eBay. They could also fly off, like a TikTok auction or like a whatnot. Like, I really think you could crush with these, given the fact that like it's 2 extremely strong IPs.
I am interested. I am interested in. I really want to I kind of want to help my kids get into re-commerce. Like I want to help them get into it, and I want to they're interested in what daddy does.
Sure.
I want to help them get into in a kind of an initial way and see some real wins, and plus they can sell something that they're interested in. It's like Lego sets. It's awesome. I think what would crush absolutely that I will not do is to get my kids on camera and talk about, oh, the Lego set, oh, it's 50% off.
That's fair.
I'm not going to do that, but it would crush. It would crush. Very, very interesting. Great find by the one and only Shannon Jean. And last of our great finds here, Kai Cenat, streamer extraordinaire. Is he more popular than iShowSpeed? I don't know. I don't know if he is.
I actually don't. Not. They're right neck and neck. I can't remember if they're kind of competing. I know that Kai Cenat had both Drewski and Kevin Hart on his stream live, and that basically broke the world record for most streamed or whatever. So maybe it's Kai. Also, that stream was hilarious. Honestly, if you wanted to check out clips of it, it's so funny because
when he had Kevin Hart,
he had Kevin Hart and Drewski in his house, and Kevin Hart and Drewski are just basically messing up his house. the whole time. And it's like so funny. It's actually one of the funniest things I've ever seen, dude. It's super funny.
Harley here is memorializing what happened. He says, this just happened. Twitch's biggest streamer, Kai Cenat, opened a subscriber-only drop from Tone exclusive. Do you know what Tone is? Tone is personal care for whatever the day brings. Seems like, yeah, it's like skincare, it's deodorant. It looks like deodorant. Oh, okay. We got shampoo. We got some other things here too. Nice. But yeah. And apparently I would guess this is Kai's. I would guess this is Kai's thing.
Totally.
You would venture to guess the same.
Brand he co-founded.
Harley is memorializing said experience here. The brand he co-founded in real time to 430,000 plus fans. All they had to do was scan the QR code or hit the link. It's that easy. Sold out in under 5 minutes, powered by Shopify. And look at all of the TVs behind me.
Golly. Look at the chat too.
Look at the chat just exploding.
The chat is crazy.
The chat is exploding. I guess I wonder if the 90,000 is the 90,000 like subs, or is that how many sold? I don't know. But this was a giveaway.
Sold.
Twitch subscriber giveaway.
Because this is him at his university. That's what the TVs are behind him, and then you see the little emblem on the ground there. This is him for that university that he sold out as well, which was like, I think it was $5,000 or something like that per person. And then he ended up selling that out to 10,000 people in like 20 minutes. Like some unbelievable thing. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable what they're doing. And he is just a powerhouse of a media guy right now. He is a full powerhouse. He is honestly probably the best streamer right now. And he's going to use Shopify, and it's going to sell out in 5 minutes. I love this. This is incredible.
What do you think the evolution of like iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat's, what do you think like the evolution of their career is? Because it's like so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, Kai to me is like hilarious.
Yeah. He's so funny.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he does on his streams other than like, I just see clips of him and he's funny, you know?
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And iShowSpeed, he's like going everywhere doing interesting things.
Yeah.
And like taking people with him, like by taking the live stream with him. And people love him, and he's funny and he's awesome. Like I just like wonder, like, you know, what's the move in 5 years? What's the move? I don't know. I don't know. People ask the same question of Dude Perfect, and now, you know, they're not live streamers, but you can see like what is becoming of them, like what are they doing, and how they're evolving, you know, their business and their careers. But very interesting, and Flex that powered by Shopify, of course.
Total Flex
powered by Shopify.
Let's go. Flex. Also, congrats on selling out. Congrats on that. That's incredible. Yeah.
Congrats. The giveaway, huge. Moving forward, How to Vacation by the one and only Oren John. On our way there, let us talk about Sati and Rich Panel. Ladies and gentlemen, your CX team is buried in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Refunds, order tracking, subscription cancellations, etc. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70-80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest, end to end. If you're paying humans $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like, okay? Ridge cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000 for the year. Migration takes less than 2 weeks, and your CSAT score is going up. Go to ridgepanel.com, book your demo today. 50% autonomous resolution guaranteed in 30 days or your money back. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of the show. Sati, ladies and gentlemen, your affiliate program, you know, it's been running for a while. It's fine. Commission's going out, sales coming in, but you probably got a little nagging feeling that there's more going on under the hood that you cannot see. That is true. It's because the entire industry is built on last click commissions. Sati is the first affiliate program that's built on multi-touch attribution. Cookieless, Shopify native, surfaces who introduced your customer, who nurtured them, and who closed the sale. So you're no longer looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of how your affiliate channel moves people through a buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. Get 20% off of your plan, full migration support, onboarding setup, and monthly strategic calls with the Sati team. Go roll with them. Many thanks for Sati being part of the show. Now, a little watch and react.
Let's go.
Vacationing, as perhaps only the one and only Orange John could do.
Of course.
We need to let him detail for us hiring a private yacht.
I'm taking notes.
Sailing the Greek seas and a few stops along the way. What does it cost? How does it work? I'm trying to learn. Okay. I definitely took notes on this, and I want to take a vacay like this with my kids as well.
You could.
I want to do it. I want to do it.
With the
Starlink.
new piece of equipment. With the new piece of equipment we have now.
Bro, with the Starlink, do you think I could go live from the boat?
Yeah. Starlink covers boats.
Be kind of awesome.
You're turning into like a Bond villain at that point. You're like
pretty much
you're like, hey, what's up? And you're just live streaming from your yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean.
I feel like I need a clean kind of linen shirt, like
yes,
rocking here. Maybe a
cigar.
Happen. A cigar, some shades.
Yes, a hat,
olive oil,
a different like summer cowboy hat. Yeah.
It was something, something healthy, a little olive oil, bowl of heavy cream, cigarette, and then lunch we have some chocolate bar,
2-3 cigarettes,
Actually, let us watch and take note of how to vacation by the one and only Orange John. We may stop and have some comments along the way. Go ahead and play this for us. Sound
charter
on.
A 50-foot yacht in Greece for the week, including a crew with a chef who cooks all meals. And it's less than you'd think. So boat charters have a core weekly rental cost that varies on seasonality, so holidays and peak season or more. Then there is tax or VAT on that in Europe. Then there's what's called an APA escrow. That's roughly 30% of that weekly cost for all your expenses, so your fuel, your transit, alcohol, food, docking fees, and you get back what you don't use from that. And then finally, you tip the crew 10 to 15% of that core weekly fee. So that cost for the charter with us with tax for 7 islands and 7 days in Greece was $18,200. If we were not in peak season, it would have been closer to $13,000. This is for a 50-foot out of Athens. Now there are bigger and smaller yachts at different prices, but 50 to 55 feet is a really popular size. Now remember, this is a split and there are 6 cabins. You could fit 8 adults and 2 kids or a combination in there. I would recommend doing this with at least one other family or a couple, if not 2 to 3. The last time I did something like this, we had 4 families on a slightly bigger boat. Because if you have multiple, then all of a sudden it's 6 to 10K for the week, which is basically the high end of Disney at this point. So on top of that was our escrow, which was $5,600, of which we will spend about half because we ate pretty light, only got like 3 bottles of wine for the trip. We did have docking costs because we'd like to dock in towns and hang out overnight, walk around, and all those costs get tracked in a portal so you can see it live. And so all in, with tip, what we spent on this trip is about 23K, split between those of us on, which while not cheap is obviously not crazy. When Disney for a family averages $7,500, a week on a European cruise is averages $7K, and we're on our own boat, it's sick, and we can do what we want. So then how do you find these? We booked ours with Epic Yacht Charters. I have no affiliation. We chose them because one of my good friends used to own a boat, and he chartered it with them, and they were great. We could see all the catamaran options they had, and their base costs on the website. I would highly recommend picking a company someone you know has used, or at least someone online has used, so there is some degree of connection, and the company will have options for you based on your budget and your timing. And timing is important because these do book out. The boat that we were on is actually booked until October every single week. We booked this in December of last year, so this definitely needs some planning. And you see me travel a lot, but we book everything way ahead of time. I have a little ChatGPT Codex flow that like hunts for business class prices to fly, and I will jump on those deals. Now for some people, a charter at 23K plus flights, even split by 2 or 3, is a ton of money, but it was way cheaper than I thought. And remember, I'm a successful adult who has made a good living as head of product, head of marketing, plus an internet following. And one of the luxuries we choose to spend money on is travel. The other is living in California. And the cost of this for a once-in-a-lifetime journey for the family, for me, was reasonable. Drop any questions below and I will recap the trip and some of the choices we did in the status symbol newsletter with links to my profile.
Yeah, come on, bro. Incredible, man. Incredible.
Yeah. One of like the crazy things that he like really skimmed over on this is the fact that an entire chef is included for the entire week. Like that's a huge deal. The fact that like you can go on a trip with your family and you do not have to worry about any meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then if you need a snack, chef can prepare. Like that alone is like that would bring me from like, okay, this is a cool deal to like this is pretty sick. If you can split it up with some folks too, honestly, you should split it up with folks.
It's a baller idea, and like much more reasonable, much more reasonable than you think. You know, it's like you split this, 2 families, 3 families, all the eating is included. Okay, chef's going to be there making it happen. Stop where you want. It's essentially it's like a private cruise, is what it is, and you get to determine where you dock. When you dock, where you go, how you grow. Fascinating to me. I don't think that we can use all of our credit card points inside of e-commerce to make this happen. But you could on the flight. There. Take care of the flight with the credit card points. You probably still have leftover from Meta that you no longer do. What are you laughing about?
So you want to get nerdy with this? Yeah. Oren is a content creator, right?
Yeah.
So Oren is a content creator. That's his business.
Yeah.
So he made a video. He made a video about this entire thing. So everything that he just talked about in this video is technically a tax write-off for Oren because of all that and the fact that he's showcasing that he is working on that trip as well. So that entire thing. That's crazy. I mean, that's the next level. That's the big brain move to all this. Like, that's crazy.
Beautiful. A thing of beauty.
And
we appreciate the value that the one and only Oren John brings to all of us on the interwebs. How to vacation in style and do it well. Climbing up on our words of wisdom in closing time. On our way there, let us talk about Intelligence and Ty. Ladies and gentlemen, quick number you should be aware of as a D2C operator in this space. Your email provider and your tech stack probably only recognizes about 1/3 of your returning shoppers. Everyone else, they're browsing anonymously, and your flows, they're just sitting idle, okay? Ty identifies up to 70% of your total site traffic and pushes those shoppers into the flows that you already run. Caraway, as an example, uses Ty's predict scoring to lift opens by 40%, clicks by 30%, while sending 20% fewer emails. Kind of crazy. Same stack, zero dev work. Go book a walkthrough. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. Go to meetty.com/cowboy. When you do, tell them that Colin and I sent you. Get rolling with them today. Identity resolution, crucial part of winning on the internet today. Many thanks for Ty being part of the show. Intelligence. What is the next big idea that you have that could change your business? Is it a price change? Is it adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle strategy or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligence exists. It's an AI-powered testing platform that helps you find the changes worth making. They're going to drive revenue to your bottom line. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligence.io/audit. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can test today. AI-powered audit, totally free. Go to intelligence.io/audit. Many thanks for Intelligence being part of the show. A few words of wisdom as we close out this Friday, an incredible week of weeks leading up to us going to .dev.
Canada.
Being with our friends, our Canadian friends up in Toronto.
Yeah.
Up in Toronto. Who knows if, we'll meet some illustrious Toronto Raptors while we're there. It's hard to say. We the North. Who knows if we will meet Drake while we were there in the 6. I mean, could be.
If we meet Drake, I'm throwing up.
I'm throwing up
as we meet Drake. I'd throw up. Yeah, dude.
Why would you throw up if we meet Drake?
Because Drake's awesome.
I think if you threw up, I would just walk away.
Yeah, that'd be super embarrassing for us.
Throw up. I'm just walking away. Who I would like to meet is Vince Carter. Okay, I'd like to meet Vince Carter.
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah,
I'd like to meet Vince Carter. I'd like to meet Kawhi Leonard. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet Kawhi.
Super shy guy. Good luck meeting Kawhi. He's super shy.
I'd like to meet some of our friends at Shopify that I'm very looking forward to meeting while we were there at .dev. But before we get there, some words of wisdom to close out this Friday. A great marketing idea. This surfaced to us by Andrew Young. He says, genius idea for an event. And he mentions two people that just did this. Host a pre-screening of the Odyssey 2 days before it comes out. Baller idea. Host a pre-screening, get 800 plus applications, including everyone in your ICP. Wonder how much it costs. I love this event idea. Don't you think something like this would be incredible to recreate your brand side, your agency side, your software side, whatever you're doing in consumer? Don't you think this would be an incredible event to pull off something like this that your ICP is incredibly invested in, excited about?
I love this. I also like the fact that it's a very unique event. And I think it's also something kind of there's some common ground in all of this where like everyone can get behind a really good movie. Like if a kind of good movie, a great movie kind of brings people together. You know what I mean? Where it's like you talk with somebody about The Dark Knight and you're like, yeah, it's incredible. No one else, a crazy person. Now, if you have a crazy person in your ICP, if they're like, yeah, I hated The Dark Knight. It's like, oh, got it. You're crazy. I don't want to work with you. Good to know. It's a good litmus test.
Good litmus test.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan. I want to see basically everything the guy puts out.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Next here, some words of wisdom and interesting as well. Landforce, Colin Landforce has surfaced for us bad hombres, currently in Cut 30 right now, I believe, or at least they were part of this recent cohort in Cut 30. They are crushers. They crush. If you don't know bad hombres, you should. They crush on organic social. And Colin is showing them inside of Cut 30 right now. We have Sam from Bad Hombres on Cut 30 right now. She has sold $1 million in frozen bean burritos. Many of you think frozen bean burritos, like nobody's going to buy those, right? They've sold $1 million in Arizona only, okay, with nothing but an Instagram account. LOL. And then another one from him here talking more about it. What's crazy is that organic Instagram, okay, $1 million in Arizona only. You got 190,000 followers, millions of views. Premium internet burritos was joined the combo last night. He said, I just posted a video that absolutely flopped. I don't know if I'm even good at this. They are great at it, but we have all been there. Very relatable. I'd love to show the internet for those who are not aware. Producer Jack, can you play our first fight? That top right, can you play this for us? Sound on.
9-to-5 job to start a frozen bean and cheese burrito company out of an old Taco Bell with my wife, Sam. Well, Sam and I finally had our first real fight. We'd survived 3 a.m. bean cooks, permit delays, almost going broke, and always found our way to agreement. Until now. And we're still debating who is right. Let me lay it out for you. We'd been working all year to ship outside Arizona. We just dropped $106,000 on custom packaging, more than the cash in our bank account. Our new manufacturer was finally making burritos, and we were 2 weeks out from our first out-of-state launch. Problem was, nothing else was ready. Website was still a mock-up, never tested the packaging, 0 product photos. Sam, reasonably, rationally, suggested we delay the launch to make sure everything was dialed, but bills were coming due. So I told her, my love, we don't get to wait. We launch in 2 weeks. She didn't love that.
I'm so mad at you.
But she locked in because we had 2 months of work to get done in 2 weeks. We worked late nights to finish the website. The photo shoot was so last minute, we did it at our house. We scrambled to figure out the packaging and get the new flavor out the door. In retrospect, we might have pushed it too far.
We're working too hard.
But ready or not, launch day was here and the pressure was intense. A year of grinding, all of our cash, and 2 weeks of not so subtle tension.
I could literally murder you.
And now we find out if any of it actually worked without testing a single piece.
Golly.
Sam ripped one last cry on a run, and desperate times. And then we went live. As luck would
DC,
have it,
baby.
nothing broke. Hundreds of people showed up and checked out. Safe to say we were delirious. Didn't really hit us until we walked into the warehouse the next morning. 20 months ago, I was loading coolers of burritos into my 07 Xterra. Now there were full pallets of burritos getting forklifted onto legit delivery trucks.
Awesome.
She'd still tell you it was reckless. I'd still tell you it worked. Thousands of burritos shipped, 0 homicides. But now comes the real test.
But these people like the burritos.
We're bad hombres. Follow to see how far this bean dream goes. I'm Hank. In 20 months ago, I quit my
All right, you can
9-to-5 job
stop
to
here,
start
Zach.
Love.
Okay. The things I love about it, the storytelling is so
fantastic.
good.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic, man.
A+.
You're rooting for him. You love him.
Yes.
Like, and the product, what is it? It's a frozen bean burrito.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, it's not like recreating the wheel. You know what I mean? It's not like an AI ship that's gonna take us to Mars.
Right.
But man, it's man, you love this couple, you love the story. They're pulling you in with, like, we had our first fight. We're in this old Taco Bell, you know, all of the challenges that they've navigated, and then hey, like, yeah, they're going out of Arizona now. And you just like totally invested. Like, you want to see where this goes. Man, I love this and I celebrate this so much. There's a ton that brand founders and operators and creators can take away from this that we should all be emulating. I think it's like masterpiece.
This is the definition of what we are rooting for in ecom right here. This is it. This is like the people who are pushing in all the chips. They want to push this brand forward. They want to launch this thing. They're showcasing how vulnerable they are. Like, it's super hard to push a brand out onto the internet and then have people buy it. They're showcasing it in a great way. They're telling their story, which is absolutely incredible. And they have an incredible story. They put a lot of money behind this. This is a very expensive thing to do. On top of that, Sam is saying, I just posted a video and it flopped. I don't even know if I'm good at this, but she has multiple videos that are multiple million views and they're crushing. But that is kind of the reminder of, like, yeah, you still have to take the shots on goal because not every video is going to be a home run.
Yeah.
Like, they are still, but that doesn't mean that's going to be her last video. That doesn't mean she's going to stop and say, gosh, you know, that video flopped. I think we're done. Like, I think we're not going to post anymore. Well, like, business is done. No, they're going to get up. They're going to get up tomorrow. They're going to post another video. They're going to do another milli, and then it's all going to sell out again.
Can we get some bad hombres? Like, are they shipping here yet? I don't know if they're shipping. Are they shipping to
Are they shipping?
Dr. Freezer? I wonder if they can can they ship here? I'm just adding some to see. Oh, yeah, not shipping here yet. Too bad.
Are they not shipping?
No, well, they're not shipping to Central Texas. I know that much. But they've got an OG red and they got a spicy verde. Honestly, the burritos look pretty fire.
Really?
They look good, man.
I'm going to the website right now.
I'm there. Yeah.
Oh, you're there?
I'm there. Check and see if no seed oils, ready in minutes. 16 grams of fiber. I love the call outs. Small batch, handmade. 23 grams of protein. I love these call outs.
Yeah. Wow. You know what they're on?
Packaging's beautiful too. What are they on?
You know what they're on? They're on Shopify.
Of course they are.
Of course they are.
Handmade in Arizona. Man. Thing of beauty. Well, Sam.
Shopify. I'm gonna clip this. Shopify needs to reach out to this team, these guys. This is the definition of Shopify right here.
Oh, totally.
If anyone is wondering, like, who Shopify is trying to celebrate, it is these people right here who pushed in all their chips and are like, I have this vision for a brand in my head. I don't want to work my job anymore. I want to do this brand. And I'm going to be absolutely crazy and do it with my significant other. Something that I won't even do. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a couple businesses deep. Even I won't cross that road. Okay. That's a banana sandwich road. And they're going to crush at it. They're going to keep crushing at it. And I am rooting for them so badly. I want them to absolutely home run. I mean, it's incredible. No seed oils. You got fiber, 23 grams of protein, handmade, small batch. Let's go.
Hey, I just found out too when they are shipping to my zip code, late summer or early fall. So not too far away.
They're expanding.
Not too far away. We are ready for bad hombres when bad hombres are ready to come to us. Kudos to Sam and the rest of their team there. That's awesome, man. And a lot of lessons for us to take away in consumer, to never give up and keep posting and get dialed at Organic Social like they are. Last of our words of wisdom here, I think the main word of wisdom here is to get a Costco membership. Went to Costco and they were selling the Carrera GTS. Little Porsche action on the floor at Costco.
Sense.
As you walk in.
It makes sense though. Like, think about who's actually at Costco. It's all of the boomers that have all of the money all the time. And guess who wants a nice little kind of midlife crisis car? The boomers with all of the cash.
Probably they do.
And yeah, I'll take a GTS Carrera.
Why not? Why not pick up a Carrera?
How much is this bad boy?
I don't know. I think the price here is in yen. I think the price is in yen. So I think this is Japanese writing here.
Damn.
So I'm 27 million yen, I believe. How much is 27 million yen, Producer Jack? We should ask Perplexity.
We should. Oh, $166,000.
Just a few.
Couple bucks for a Costco member.
Just a couple of bucks. Not too bad.
God, could you imagine how furious your wife would be if you went to Costco and came back with a $166,000 Porsche?
It's slightly angry.
It was involved with the membership. We got a deal.
We got a deal, dear. No problem. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Moving forward to our moment of Zen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about Universal Ads. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it is time to rethink TV. Universal Ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance without the usual mystery of getting involved with television. You get access to both premium streaming and linear inventory all in the same place. There's no hidden markups or fees that eat into your results. So 100% of your spend is going to the actual media itself. Campaign setup management, so it's just like search and social, be up and running in minutes. It's TV designed that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com, use the code UACowboy, you get $1,500 in matched ad credits. TV is absolutely back. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Moment of Zen here as we close out. An ad that was surfaced to us by the one and only Rabah Rahil. And his words here are 12 out of 10, no notes. Producer Jack, I'd love you to bring this back to the beginning and play this for us, for all of the good people. Sound on. Yes. Now, let's take in the epicness of what is happening here. This Odyssey-esque landscape.
We're not going to accept that.
If everything were transparent, you'd make different choices. Orca Energy Water. No sugar, no calories. 150 milligrams of caffeine and nothing to hide.
Bars. Honestly, one of the best ads I've seen this year. That was super awesome.
I should have used it for ad versus ad this week.
You really should. I would have given it to you because that was all them making it. I mean, that is the way to use AI. That's hilarious.
Wow. So well done.
Wow.
Final words, final shot, closing out.
See you in Canada.
Dougherty. See
you in Canada.
Oh, Canada. I don't know the rest.
No, we got to learn it there. We can't do it now.
We should learn it and sing it on stream is what we should do. We should sing "Oh Canada" while we were there.
They'll either love us or they'll hate us.
I think they're going to love it. I think
we should learn it. Let's learn it.
With maple syrup in hand. Don't you think that would be awesome? A big thing of maple syrup and sing "Oh Canada" on stream.
Let's do it.
That could be a great moment. Many thanks to the one and only Rabah Rahil, CMO of Thai, for joining us today. Many thanks to Brandon Harrar of Harvest and AJ Anderson, founder at Fast Pickle, growing not hydration, but electrolyte product up into the moon. Many thanks to Slash, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Rich Panel Intelligence, Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked Aftercell, Sati for making this show possible. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have many clips going out, weekend watches for you as you rest, touch grass, turn them on, relax, get better, and grow in consumer. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on the other side.